where we are going to play a game called Cadence. Received a key for this a while ago, actually, from Keymailer, which means I saw it somewhere and asked for the key. It is a puzzle game, logic puzzle. Description says, solve problems, make music, feel nourished. Cadence is a minimalist puzzle game about solving circuits to create music. This is not a rhythm game, but a Zen music sandbox that rewards curiosity and problem solving. And your goal is to wake the cat. Champagne glasses are terrible for dipping your toast in. True, they're too narrow. You have to have cut your toast into soldiers, right? Otherwise it doesn't work. Now, let's go to the first level and see where we will position Tux on the screen. Am I ready to start the tutorial? Sure. Let's put Tux down here. Also, please let me know if the audio levels are good. This is a music game, so I am hopeful that you can hear it properly. Play or press the spacebar. Drag between tiles to connect them. Okie dokie. Now, wake the kitty. Why does what say streaming together? Oh, possibly because I've got it set up for later. It shouldn't say it yet. There's nobody in my stream together. But if it is saying it, I will turn it off and open it later. Cheese water champagne. Ew. Yeah, I turned it off, DC. Thanks, Sue, for letting me know. I didn't realise it did that. Why would it do that when I haven't actually invited anybody to the collaboration? That doesn't make any sense to me at all. I sometimes really do wonder at some of the things Twitch chooses to implement. It's like, there are some things you can't test unless you're actually live. Why? Why would you do that? And there's things that they set up so that you can't, you know, like, am I the only person in the world that does half a stream before my collaborators join me? Surely not. Twitch is made by a small indie company that's barely struggling to stay afloat. Ah, dear. Oh, hey! The cat talks to us. You're here. Yes, I am. Correct. Let me just... I've tried to fix the issues I was having with visibility by moving things, and it's not quite working for me. So let me try this instead. There we go. Except that Tux is over the face of the cat. So let's do this instead. Hail the wisdom of metronome. That's right, you named the cat Metronome, didn't you, Salsa? I love that. I think that's so appropriate. I'm so glad. I was worried about you. You seem so distracted. Wait, what? Why? Why? Oh, also, I've not got it in full screen because it was one of those games that was minimizing itself if I went out of the screen. And so now it's like half off the bottom of my screen. But anyway, I can see it in the preview. Oh, I'll see why, will I? I see. Counter activates once a number of distinct pulses arrive. Okay. So how does that work? Okay, so that's the number is how many things there are or something. All right, so let's try that. Wake the kitty! You're so excited you haven't missed anything? No, not really. We're doing the tutorial levels at the moment. Dunker DC, you can't say that, Salsa. You'll summon a Bernie. I haven't actually seen Bernie in sales chat today, so I'm not sure Bernie is around. Everything moves so fast now. Must be exhausting out there. So little time for naps. I agree, little kitty cat. Oh, okay. So now we have to repeat 4 times. How do I make it? If I do this, will it just go around and around? Yes. This is cool. I like this. We're laying the beat down. Paper Dragon, hello. Thank you for the check-in. One voice says, slow down. Okay, I need to get into the settings and make this full screen because I want to be able to see the whole thing, please. Another whispers, you'll fall behind. It's okay. I get scared too. Benson disapproves of waking cats. He started yelling, but Bree really seems to have taken offence. You don't remember how to do that one level at all. That one level. I see. All right, so we need to repeat 4 times again, and we've got a couple of fixed points. Well, can we do let's do the repeating loop again. Oh, no, this is fixed. Oh. Okay. And that's fixed. Huh. Okay. Is that fixed? That's not fixed. Can I go this way? Yeah, so let's go like that. Will that work? Yeah. Motion feels like purpose, but it can distract us. For not every egg is ours to hatch. What kind of crap is that? What does that even mean? Cat, you have no business being all philosophically wise. Also, their mouth is shaped like a heart. The double only activates when 2 pulses arrive simultaneously. Okay. Okay, well that means we need to go this way and this way at the same time. I don't know what this is about, but okay. I think it's the nose. Well then there's no mouth then. Where's the mouth? Oh look, it's having a little boogie. We can pat it? Oh no, we can just press the... We can pat it! Oh! It's purring! Hang on, stop the music. Ah! Liara gets to see it from the start instead of in the middle. You're wagging your tail like metronome. Need to make sure you pet him every level now. I do. I didn't know he could. His little mouth is closed and hidden in his glorious beard. I love that he's wearing headphones. What's up, Carl? What's that face for? We care so deeply, but sometimes we set ourselves on fire. Okay, please don't set yourself on fire. Just to keep others warm. Okay. Alright, so this is just two... But then 2 pulses turn into 1, right? I think. Yeah, so I need it to repeat. Can I get it to go back this way? Yes. The prospect of pause sows doubt. Will we be able to start again? But I believe in you just as before. Thanks, buddy. You know, the first thing we do is test if we can pet the cat, dog, animal. Indeed. Can we pet the cat before we've awakened it? No, we can't. Don't wake the sleeping kitty. Ooh, 2 pulses need to arrive simultaneously. Does that work? Yes. Purr, purr, purr. Sometimes starting feels impossible. Are we lazy? Perhaps we should ask instead, what are we afraid of? Both? Can we be afraid of things and lazy? Oh, we've done 7 levels already. No metronome, it's ADHD. New zone. I don't want to go to the new zone. We haven't finished here. Oh, double. Double, toil and trouble. I don't know if that will work. What about that? No. Okay, so how do we get 2 to land here at the same time? I don't think that will do it because this has to go an extra step. Oh no, it will! Okay. Because it splits. Right. That makes sense. Yeah, I get it. Bye! Oberon, we are not naming him the King of the Fairies. Cats are already trouble enough, Liara. Courage isn't the absence of fear. It's moving forward in spite of it. That is true. Titania, we're not naming it for the Queen of the Fae either. Okay, so we need 2 to land here simultaneously. We need 2 to land here simultaneously. And we need it to loop around. Oh! Ah! So do I need to do this? No, because I can't get past here. Okay, so we need to Something else. I could just press this button instead of doing that. So this needs to go that way. This needs to go this way. But also they have to do that. No, this one's still not repeating. Why is this one not repeating? So, two arrive simultaneously. Two arrive simultaneously. This has to go the other way around. I don't know if that will work. It will work. Not even Fairy Warframe? You're going for games that I know nothing about again. Puck, Angel Mart. No fairies. We don't need cats to be fairies. They're already trouble enough. Who is Nyarlathotep? Is that a Nyan cat and an Egyptian god that you've smushed named together? Oh, right. Cthulhu mythos. Yes, another reference. I do not know. I do not know. I'm not interested in the Eldritch stuff. It would be nice if I was, because it's everywhere. But, like, no. Too close to horror for my liking. We hesitate when we lack information, but often knowledge lives in the doing. You found a marked level. These are harder challenges. Give it a go or let it simmer until you are ready. I am going to let that one simmer because Salsa did warn me that if we do the hard levels, we may not have time to play the rest of it. So let's do the rest of it and then we can come back to the hard levels. In the shadow over cyberspace, a former musician who got turned into an AI and she's not happy about it. I mean, I wouldn't be happy about that either. Stores pulse and activates after the next pulse arrives. What is the purpose of that? I see. It allows you to do a 2-bar repeat instead of a 1-bar repeat. Interesting. The purpose of this is to torment you. Angel Mart likes me. I think Metronome's a great name. I'm definitely going to steal it if Salsa's okay with that. We compare ourselves to others based on where we are instead of how far we've come. That's also true. May you share why you named him Metronome? Of course. Of course. His tail wags in time. Oh, does it? I haven't even been looking, to be honest. Oh, yeah, that won't work. What if we do a big old loop like that? No, because again, it can't get past here. So we need you to connect to there, and we need you to connect to there. We might go that way. It still won't repeat unless it triggers this. How do we get it to repeat? He had to have a musical name. You can be horrible at naming things, then a name sticks, and that's that. That's fair. So if I do this, that puts one pulse in here. And if I do this, that puts one pulse in here, but it won't go through without a repeat. I don't see a way to make it repeat. How do we make it repeat? You have a hoodie with a ghost holding a cupcake on it who got named Cuppy. That's very imaginative, Salsa. Sweet TV, hello. It repeats like this. Yeah. Long boy. You're horrible at naming things. Clearly. So Sweet TV we met when? Last stream? Last stream, I think? Yeah, last stream. We raided Son of Hanu just after Swick had raided Son of Hanu. And Swick was streaming Valheim earlier today. I stuck my head in and I went, I don't recognise any of this. How much has that game changed? Far out. Or have you modded the shit out of it? Good to see you. Thanks for stopping by. I don't see how to make this repeat with this thing here. So, well, if we continue this one, it will store a pulse there. But that's only one time through. And if we send that... Oh, what if we do... I need to see what that will do. I don't know that it will do anything. only got one. Oh, okay. You only got 3 mods. The only you'll realise is the first person cam. Yeah. Look, in fairness, I haven't touched Valheim since the biome, not the Mistlands, the one after that? Or maybe it is the Mistlands. I don't know. And I certainly haven't done the boss there, so. I don't know how to get this to... Like, I have no idea how to make this do what it needs to do. I can get it to set this off. I guess then I just have to loop it back around this way. Yeah, there we go. Oh, he does wag his tail in time. He bops his head in time as well. Incarnadine, hello. Yes, Kitty. Kitty on screen and Kitty on screen. You compare the kitty, 5 out of 5, no notes. Exactly. Exactly. Have you seen some of the footage going around about Crimson Desert? They, like, take you compare the animals to a whole new level. We worry our first attempt won't be perfect, but that prevents us from discovering our 100th might be. Oh, good lord. I do not stick with anything long enough to get to an 100th attempt before I achieve success. Absolutely not. I'm not that patient or that tolerant with myself. Okay, so this is another one where it has to eat. I'm sorry, but that's just hypnotic. We worry we're unprepared, but often ready is just code for our ability to improvise. True. True. Double kitty, indeed. Indeed. Tux has had his stream start treat, and now he's being a cute little fluff ball on my screen. Do you have to hit all the nodes to wake the kitty? No. So what we have to do is we have to hit this node as many times as there are layers. Or wedges in the top, actually. There's 2 different ways to count, which is nice. I always appreciate it when a game gives you different ways of reading its clues, especially if any of them are going to be based on colour or sound. But yeah, so we have to hit this node 3 times to send a pulse through to wake the kitty. But this node here won't send the pulse past until it gets a second pulse. So the first pulse, it just holds on to it and won't release it until it gets a second one. Which I think we can just loop around like this. Nice. Take the muffle out of the instrument. It's very, very, very dull, deep sound. It's a pretty good synthesizer, actually. But you do run the risk of just sitting here watching it go round and round and round and round and forgetting you're supposed to progress to the next level. Pet the cat! Ratway, hello! What happens if you try to pet a sleeping kitty? Nothing. We tried that. It did nothing. It did nothing. You called it a light bulb. Oh, the one that stores the pulse. There's you can make your own levels! Oh no! Oh no! We worry we ask for too much, we worry we ask for too little. Time teaches us both can be true. Dude, you're a cat! Yeah, if we try to pet the kitty while it's asleep, nothing. Can't do it. Okay, so we need to hit this twice. We need to hit this twice. And we're going to have to hit that twice in order to hit this twice. Wow. Wow. Okay, so we need 2 coming in from there. And we need 2 coming in from there. What happens if we do that? Oh, whoops. There we go. I missed a connection point. I'm like, why isn't it doing what I expected it to do? It snaps what snaps? Oh, the bear trap. It does. Snaps closed. Oh, open, close. Open. Open. Remind you of Pac-Man. Yeah, so these ones you have to hit it with 2 at the same time, simultaneously. You can't just hit it with 2 and one and then another. They have to come at the same time. The disc at the end is probably not an accident that they look like a vinyl record player dropping records down to be played. I'm sure it's not an accident at all. Yeah. Although I have to admit they also kind of look like tap washers. If you've ever changed your taps washers, they look a lot like that. Choices create meaning. When in doubt, ask who we wish to become. Move towards the truth that lives there. Oh my god, choices! It gave me choices. Well, let's do 6 and then we'll do 8. Okay, so we're going to hit you twice. We're going to hit this one twice. And we have to hit this twice. So, if you're going to there... we're going to need it to repeat. So if we do this, do this, do this. Does that work? No, that doesn't pass that on. We never hit this again. I don't know how I managed that. But it doesn't matter. The old silly fishing game fishies. There's a demo of the game, chat. Oh, is there a demo? Nice. Salsa's doing my job for me. Is there a demo? There is. There is. Came out on the 12th of February. Developed and published by Made with Monster Love. Made with Monster Love. What a great... Honestly, some of the devs have fantastic names for their companies. Get the kitty. Steam wants you to know that Cadence is similar to Raft. I'm sorry, what? It's because Cadence uses the building tag. And so would Raft. That is how the Steam dislike that is really not very sophisticated. It literally goes, hey, these two games have got the same tag on them somewhere in the list, so they're probably, you know, kind of similar. No. No. There was one I posted in Discord, actually, which was an absolutely hilarious comparison. Which one was it? Oh, I don't know. I don't know what I don't know what keywords they are or where I would have posted it, but it was absurd. It was the most absurd combination of things. Similar to Timberborn and Enshrouded. There you go. There's an absurd combination right there. Although at least Timberborn and Enshrouded do share, you know, the fact that you are building things in common, but not remotely the same kinds of games. Not remotely at all. Yeah, this is like that in Steam is just like... At this point, honestly, I think they leave it in because people are so amused by it, but it's definitely not informative in any way. Raft and Stardew Valley. Probably for building and cozy. Raft isn't really cozy, though. I mean, you can set your difficulty settings so that it's cozy, but it's not really cozy. Oh, it's also co-op multiplayer. Stardew Valley also has co-op multiplayer. Raft is building, Stardew is cozy. Yes. Yes. But if they've put them... So the two games have to share a tag in common for Steam to say this game might be like that. I'm not sure what Raft and Stardew Valley would share in common. I'm guessing it's the multiplayer thing. It's Kick. Hello. Thank you for the check-in. Both are rebuilding games by very different gameplay. Yes. Yes, they are. Mine actually isn't comparing Cadence with anything, although that could be because I've already got it in my library, so it's not trying to sell it to me. City Skylines 2 is in the bottom of More Like This. Similar to games you've played, RimWorld and Foundation. There you go. City Skylines 2 is similar to RimWorld and Foundation. Okay, here's a good one, chat. Jurassic World Evolution 3. Similar to games you've played Timberborn and RimWorld. Jurassic Park Evolution 3 is similar to Timberborn and RimWorld, according to Steam. You've played RimWorld with a dino mod. Yeah, somebody was playing that recently. Probably Dolly. Probably Dolly. Oh, you meant the Cadence is similar to both of those. Right. Yes, understood. Now you want to see someone playing an Enshrouded mod that changes the player's character and tech tree to Beavers and Timberborn. Oh my god. We've done this one, haven't we? Yes, we woke the kitty. What does the kitty have to say? We worry about our anxiety, but it's only worry without action that keeps us stuck. What? Oh, interesting. Okay, so it kind of just zoop. That's a zoop. All right. From Steam's truly excellent and useful, more like this section on Cadence. Sons of the Forest? Wow. Yeah, no. How the hell is Cadence like Sons of the Forest? What? Oh, no. Oh, actually, Kick, that might have been what I put in my Discord message. Might be able to find the one I posted. Yeah, there it is. There it is. Hurdling. The game Hurdling. I wonder if it'll still show me the same ones. Yeah. Guide a herd of mysterious creatures on a stirring and beautiful journey into the mountains and beyond. Similar to games you've played, Blueprints and Tiny Glade. Blueprints and Tiny Glade. Carol, thank you very much for the lurk. You assume the kitty is secretly a zombie. Nah, he's there. Or you mean the in-game kitty? Either way. Either way. Pretty sure no zombies. Tax, you're all spread out too much now. I have to zoom out. How much you've stretched out. Get the kitty. Sometimes we don't get to decide. Our joy decides for us. It just takes us a while to catch up. More like this. Sims 4 Satisfactory Valheim. Is that for Cadence, Angel Mart? Because what? Metronome is a reincarnated philosopher. I'd believe it. I'd believe it. Valheim? How the hell? I'm sure it's just because they've used the building tag. Which I don't think actually applies to this game in the way that most people use the building tag. So I get why Steam is matching things that shouldn't be matched, actually. Dropping beats and wisdom. You're talking about the Steam Sons of the Forest / Cadence crossover fanfic, Kitty equals zombie. Because otherwise Steam recommendations make no sense, and it can't be that. Oh, no. Oh, dear. Okay, so let's try that. Need to come in with a percussive beat about 3 bars in. Let's start again. No, there, 4 bars. 4 bars in, and then you drop the percussive beat. Yep. Cadence has a creative building mode. Ah, is that why they've got it? Beatbox fair? No, no. I know nothing about composing music of any kind. I just know that my brain automatically went and enter percussion there. Started dropping a beat in the back of my head. We regret bad decisions, but often it was the wisest option available to us at the time. Please, can I just have the whole thing? I'm just going to go to the whole thing so that I can actually read it in a way that makes sense. So these sections all have names. The first section was called Beginnings, the next one's called Decisions, and the next one's called Hardships. Well. Oh, that's the one we've just done, right? Hang on. So let's do level 10. Right. Oh. Oh, we've got two starting points. Okay. Oh, but it's got to go up there. Okay. How do I get it to loop? There we go. Hit the kitty. Success can solve a lot of problems, but not always the ones that ache most. I still wish you all the rainbow success in the world, but only success of the rainbow kind. You cannot have boring success. Okay, chat? Metronome says, you're only allowed to have rainbow success. No boring success allowed. Also, ever since you said beatbox Sophia, now I'm singing, give me the beat, boy, to fill my soul. I want to get lost in your rock and roll and drift away. That's what's in my head now. Congratulations. So this will loop around. We can loop that around there. Loop that around there, and we can loop that around there. And there? Does that work? No, that doesn't work. Because we need to hit you two at the same time. Yep, okay. Then we can do that, and we can do that. I don't think there's any value in bringing this back here. But we'll see. Okay, so we need to bring that there. Nope, that doesn't work either. So this needs to loop around to that. And then we need to hit that. Do we even need the second half at all? Oh, hang on. That okay. Yes, we do. Oh, because I brought it this way. That won't work. Unless we do that. Oh no, this isn't hidden. Twice now. Okay. if we want it to repeat, we have to bring it round to here. We can loop that around like that, and that will go around and around and around, but only if this gets hit twice. I don't think I understand how to do this one. What does this do? Yeah, so I can only loop it round once. I kind of need this one to go in both directions at once. If I loop it that way, that will go that way. That's coming this way. That doesn't work, because then we can't hit this twice. Hit this twice that way. But I can't, so I can't do a repeating loop there. This can split. But we can't get to it unless we pass through one of these things. Can I change direction partway through? No. I don't get it. I can't make it repeat, and it needs to repeat. I don't get it. You tried the swap direction partway through thing as well? I'm missing something. I'm clearly missing something. Because we can't even get anywhere at all unless we do this. Like, we have to do this or we get nowhere to start with. And we can't loop it the other way around because this is fixed. I mean, chat, if chat have not played this and would like to weigh in, they're welcome to suggest things anytime they like. But those of you who have played it, shh, we'll get there. And if I don't get there, then I will holler. And go, help me, I can't do it. But I'm sure we'll get there eventually. She says, while not being at all sure. Yeah, I'm trying to do loops, Grant. I can't get the loops to actually work because we've got to meet these criteria and we can't change any of the fixed things. So I can get as far as actually opening this. And if we do that, we should actually trigger this to go, right? No, you only get one pulse. Oh. What if I loop you around that way? Does that just work? No, because I can't get it to repeat so that we hit this twice. This is the issue I'm having. This thing is positioned in such a way that it doesn't matter what I try, it doesn't work. You're sad there's no default rubber duck emote? Isn't there a duck of some kind? Can you use the rightmost side with the light roll to form a loop? That's kind of what I was trying there. Guess we could try it the other way around. Yeah, no, it doesn't continue if we do that. This one here is redundant. So what if we do that instead? Does that work? Yes! And Cadence says, I have an idea, but I've got no idea how to put it in words. Hey, that was my idea. There you go. You sent it to me via telepathy. Easy first try. Okay, you've reminded me of a clip I saw the other day from Ozcat Dad, and I have to go find it and share it with you because it was hilarious. I think it's in his Discord, actually. Let me grab the link. If you're not familiar with Ozcat Dad, we raid him quite frequently. He's an Australian streamer, and he's been playing a bit of Animal Crossing recently. I noticed a clip from him. Here it is. God, I've got too many things open. Trying to get it so that you can actually see it. Here we go. Oh, hang on. Hang on. Browser's muted. Unmute.
No, that, not quite. That, no. Here, no. That one, no. Oh no. Okay, we'll go over here. No. Go around here. Okay. Here. No, almost. That, no, okay. Over here. Here. No. Okay, back over here. No, it's coming back over this way. Oh no. Okay, first try. First try. Excellent. I'm so good at this game.
Oh, I found that hilarious. Thank you, DC. But yeah, it went on and on and on and on and on, and then he was like, "Yeah, first try." I'm like, oh, hilarious. All right, let's play this game. It was a joke in the Lego movie, was it? Okay, we finally got this one. What if money and validation weren't necessary? We can't neglect our survival, but we may find choices we didn't know we had. Money and validation aren't necessary per se, but the things you buy with money, like food, shelter, energy, those are necessary. All right, shall we go back and try let's see if we can get this hard one. Without validation, you wither up and die like plants sprayed with weed killer. That is true. That is true. You do. You do indeed. So this has to be hit twice at the same time. And we've got 2 starting points. So we could actually hit there and there. And then does that work? Yeah. Okay, that was less difficult than the level I just did. Sometimes our bodies refuse us. We could choose to punish the betrayal or honour the invitation to rest. You had wonderful validation today. Melee, which is Salsa's cat, jumped out of her sun-drenched cat bed to greet a friend you had over. Little Miss Shy just had to say hello. All your love has given her such confidence. Oh, that's awesome. That's lovely. Okay. So if we've got to hit this twice. We could hit it from there. That's going up and around. We could have it join, actually, and then it will hit there twice. And then that. Does that work? Definitely not. I was probably right the first time. Except that it doesn't repeat. There we go. DC gets you, Liara. As a friend of people with cats, that's your dream. Boop, ba-doop, ba-doop. Sometimes we must simply wait until the pain of waiting outweighs the pain of doing. Oh my god, this game is talking about ADHD. That's how I clean my bathroom. I need to do it, I know I'll get to it. I need to do it, I know I'll get to it. I need to do it, I know I'll get to it. Fucking, I'm doing it. Okay. Okay, so we've got to hit both of these twice, and we've got to wait 2 kitties! There are 2 kitties! Oh, that didn't do what I expected. Okay. Oh, that was weird. Why did I do that? That was dumb. Hang on. We split you in 2 directions, and then we split you in 2 directions. You'll hit... Yeah. Okay. Then we can split you in 2 directions, but I think they'll land at the same time. Yeah, that doesn't work. What if we do it that way? It still doesn't really loop, does it? Okay, so I can get it to do it once. How do I get it to do it a second time? Okay, I can open one. Why? Why did that work? Hmm. Hmm. One cat but in 2 separate positions. Schrodinger's. Oh man, Schrödinger was so much fun. That was so much fun. Okay. What if we hit it from 2 directions there instead? We still can't get a loop if we do that. No. Yeah, you need to wake both of them. Okay, that actually is hard. We'll come back to that. I wanna play through as much as I can before I run out of time. Let's have a look at this one. Oh god, let's not say we did. Hardships. Timer delays activation for a number of beats. Okay. So this waits 2 beats before it sends it on. Interesting. Oh, I like it. We arrive vulnerable, yet whole. Only those who forgot their own completeness can teach us to feel incomplete. You have an idea, Grant, for which? For the one we were on before? The output of one ball feeds into the loop. Yeah, that's what I was trying. I was actually trying that. And it wasn't working. I was enjoying the tune, yeah. It's like we could loop around this way. I don't know whether that would work. Yeah, see, because we have to hit everything twice. Can you wake them one at a time? We can try it. I'm reasonably confident the answer is no, because every time you try again, it resets to this state. Oh, how did I do that before? Maybe it's this way. See, we can make this one. But if I then change it... Oh no, it stays awake! You guys might be onto something! Except I've done it wrong. Hang on. How did I do that before? You were right! You can wake them one at a time! Well done! Thinking outside the square. This is why I play these kinds of games with chat. It wouldn't have occurred to me that that was something that was open, because, yeah, every time we redo it, it seems to reset it, but obviously that's not entirely accurate. One of the hardest things about starting is finding out we might not reach our potential. Excuse me, what about the other... Excuse me, Excuse me. What did the other cat have to say? That was extremely rude. Cat, that was extremely rude. Now I have to wake them up again to find out what they said. Oh, I don't know. Whatever. Let's assume they said the same thing. Sarah says they're both the same cat, Self-Air, just from different timelines. I'm actually kind of annoyed that I couldn't talk to both of them. That actually really annoyed me. Oh, my brain. My brain. Okay, so this waits 4 beats before sending it on. Which is fine. So we want to do this. Do we want to do that? I don't know that we do, actually, because how do we loop around if we do that? Loop around here. Go there. Go there. Oh, yeah! Wonder what would happen if you, like, took the tune you made on each level and, like, mushed them all together into a single track. Honestly, it would sound cacophonous, but still, be a funny thing to do. I love the way it's bopping along. Bop, bop, ba-dop, bop, bop. Play belongs to all of us! Yes! Do you hear that, Tux? Play belongs to all of us. He never wants to play with me. Do you? You never want to play with me. Eh? I try, and you go, no. We only misplace it when the world teaches us to abandon it. True, growing older is mandatory. Growing up is optional. This holds for 4 beats, this holds for 3 beats, and this will only go when it gets a second pulse. Wow. And we need to get a repeat loop in here somehow, because we can't repeat from here. Bree's grown down, has she? So if we send 1 pulse there and we loop, does that work? coin get the 4 and the 3 at the same time? No. There we go. I was like, but this one's sending twice. I didn't need the line there. We can have company and feel lonely. We can be alone and feel content. The difference is how acknowledged we feel. I know some of the music tracks are great. This only activates when exactly one pulse arrives, and this one kills the playback. Why would we want to do that? Interesting. It doesn't just kill it, it blows up. Oh, that's fantastic. They gave me bombs, chat. They gave me bombs. Alright, so if we do this, it won't blow up, right? Yep. You love how this level also has a kind of a sinister track. Okay, so what's going on here? So it's sending one up here. We've resolved the top section. And then it's sending one this way, which is then splitting and going around here, and we get 4 beats before it loops back around. Okay. So it's looping back here, right? So that's all we need to do. Oh, hey, Firefly Bug. They gave me bombs, Firefly Bug. They gave me bombs. Thank you for the check-in. Others can only wound what we already believe about ourselves. This isn't weakness, it's how hearts work. Alright, let's try this one. So we need to hit you there. We need to hit you there. Ooh. Hang on. This goes up here whether we like it or not. So we need to get this timing right. Okay. Right. It's very child's mobile over the bed, isn't it? Okay. Means we also need this. No, this is too long. Okay. Ah. 1, 2, 3. 4. Okay, so that's mischief managed at the top. Hang on. We do this. No, that doesn't work. That can go that way. Wait. What happens if I do that? There we go. This one over here, poor little sausage, we didn't need it. Look, do you want to feel loved? Look, I'll just put a little loop in there just for you. We rightly fear losing our temper, but without anger, we might never discover what we cherish most. I don't agree with that at all. You don't need to know that something angers you to be able to figure out what you cherish. That's false logic. That's flawed premise. There's actually not a lot of connection between, I mean, yes, there's connection between the things we love and the things that make me angry, but not necessarily quite as direct as it wants you to believe. All right. Okay, so we've got some stuff that we don't get any control over. Interesting. How are we supposed to prevent that from happening when this is all hard-coded? And we can't not pass the pulse here, because if we don't pass the pulse here, we also don't pass it to there. Which means we need to get 4 beats in here before this goes off. This didn't work. I want this to just go straight there. We can get 1, 2, 3, and then 4. We split it here. That should work because they won't land at the same time. Yeah, so we need to hit this one more time before the bomb goes off. How do we do that? 1, 1, 2. Do that. Does that work? It does, and somehow I've circumvented the bomb. How did I circumvent the bomb? Oh, because I've got 2 landing here. Oh, nice, I did it by accident. I did it by accident. Yeah, the red blue ball doesn't get 2 pulses at once now because after the last one, this receives 2 pulses at once and shuts. There. And so it doesn't pass it forward at the point where it would meet the one coming around. Oh, that's clever. Oh, that's clever. I just figured we had to wake the cat before the bomb went off. Although, how the bomb going off doesn't wake the kitty, I do not know. Shadism, hello! Says Doom, Gooding, Doomfire, and all the doomed chat. Doom Gooding. Doom Gooding. How are you? Happy Friday! I hope your week has been not boring, but not too eventful. Let's go with that. Why is Galactic crying? I heard your oxygen. Did you not hear the oxygen? Did it not do its thing? Or are you upset that Shanisim has doom-gooded you? You lost your streak! Oh no! You didn't lose your streak, you posted your streak and I missed it. How did I miss it? Does it not post it in... Oh, it doesn't post it in my StreamerBot chat, and that's the one I'm watching. Why doesn't it post it in my StreamerBot chat window? Huh. I'm going to have to look into that, because I do have the normal Twitch chat open, but I'm paying attention to the one on StreamerBot. Yeah, I've got two versions of chat open. And the one I'm actually following is not the one that tells me about the streaks. But yes, Shanison and Galactic both reached a 30 stream streak. Galactic says, "Fear my naked body." And what's this? It's a button, Galactic. Now go and put your pants on, please. Nobody needs to see your naked body, fearful or not. Fearful? Terrifying. Terrifying or not. Shanison says, "Doom." Wait, hang on. If I do sneaky sneakies, if I do sneaky things, sneaky things, then I can do
Doom!
that. Thank you very much for the hydrate. Hey, Circleo, no body shaming. I'm not the one that said fear my naked body. You gotta talk to Galactic about that. Pet the kitty. We should be gentle when people disappoint us, but stand firm when they seek to harm us. Knowing the difference can be challenging. No, you're not cooking pipwitches. No. No pipwitches. How are you, Circly AU? Circly AU. Circly AU. Circlos. No. I don't know how you shorten that, how you say that. I'm going to be thinking about that for ages now. Not bad. This game does look unusual. This game has been quite a lot of fun. It gave me Circly from AU, yeah. The Australian version. The Australian version of what, Galactic? You've been here before. I'm pretty sure we had this exact same conversation when you were here last time as well, actually. They gave us a bomb. They gave me bombs. Oh, this is mean. This is mean. So we can't repeat on this one. Circly was already taken. Boo! Ah, humbug. We hit you from there and from there. But that won't work. So we have to hit you there. also won't work. There we go. Sometimes we can't escape those who hurt us, but we're stronger than we think we are. I just wish you didn't have to be. Oh, thanks, buddy. So the obvious solution here would be to not include this in the loop, which makes me think it's going to be impossible not to include this in the loop. So we have to hit this twice. We have to hit this 3 times, and if we hit this twice, we blow up. Only way to get a repeating loop is to do it here, I think. And this has a hard-coded one that goes this way. Interesting. Okay, so if we go to here, we can send 1 pulse to each of these, and then they will open this. But we need to get 2 hits here. I don't see any way to do that without using this. And if we do use this, this is going to explode but when we trigger this, so we won't even get 1 of these done. Okay. How else can we get a loop? If we do this, we can hit this a 2nd time and send a pulse that way. But then we can't hit this at the same time. This has to come backwards because we can't send it that way. Can send it that way. I don't think that'll work. Yeah, nah. Because we don't have any way to send a 2nd pulse here. Alright, so these have to open. This is the only way to open this. But we don't have to use this to trigger that one. that gives us a repeating loop. But only if we can get a pulse through here. Because that will go up here, and then it will split in two, and it will put a single pulse there, and then it'll come around here and put a single pulse here. And then when that one is hit for a second time, it will send a single pulse here, which will trigger this, and then we won't get two at the same time. They'll be off by one. Okay, so scrap that. That doesn't work. We have to hit them at the exact same time. I don't see a way. I don't see a way. What does that do? Oh, whoops. Nope. Is this a hard level? This is a regular level. Wait, why are you acting like I've done this level? Oh, I did. This is just a regular difficulty level, and I cannot see a way to solve it. Because if we use this one, actually we can use this one as long as we only use it once, right? As long as we don't include it in a repeat loop. We can use it as long as we only use it once. We get a pulse here, one beat after we get a pulse here. Right. Oh yeah. One step at a time, chat. That was the trick. Go one step at a time. It can be lonely without a village, but the village isn't always kind to differences. There will be others out there who understand, even if we haven't found them yet. I feel like this entire game is just the devs reaching out saying, help, I need some company, please. Let's all send them a message. We need to find their email address and send them an email going, hey guys, we loved your stuff. Ooh. Well now. Solo dev. Yeah, see? It's a solo dev going, hi, I've been struggling with loneliness. So we need to write to them and say, hey, we heard you. And thank you so much for your game. Hey, Abdullah Do. You thought I was being mean to Tux. Would I do that? Salsa says, oh golly, it's the level DC. Okay, so we've got another situation where we can hit this once and only once. This will pass the pulse through. Okay. So we need to send it down here 4 times. When we do, we need to hit this from 2 different directions. At the same time, which it does itself. So we need to hit this and this at the same time. But we also have to hit this twice in order for us to get anywhere at all. So the first time we go up here, we're gonna have to hit this once at least. So if we go to there, we loop around to hit it a second time. Then we can't get a loop to repeat this 4 times. Let's just see what happens if I do that. Okay. Wait, how did that get there? Ah, there. Right. Oh, I can take that out of there. What if I do this? Already. Nope. Okay, hang on, let's just do this. Ah, that's why. Right. Aha! Okay, how do I stop that from happening? Yeah, see, that works once you get the loop around. But we have to get to the loop around first. I do that? No. What if we go other way? Still doesn't work, does it? Can you cut off the path to the skull? No. These are fixed. The only way to cut off the path to the skull is to not send anything to them, but we have to send something here, or we don't get this. So what we need is to get the timing right so that we're sending a pulse here and here simultaneously. Or we're sending a pulse here and then 1 beat later we're sending a pulse here, which is doable, actually. Right? No, why did that not send... Oh, this is immediate. This isn't a beat later. It's immediate. Huh. Okay, that changes the landscape slightly. So we can send a beat there and won't go anywhere. We can send a second beat round. But we have to use this one to go up here as well. And you can't change it partway through, which means that we end up with this. So we cannot have this go through a second time. But also we can't have that. This has to go this way. which doesn't work. How did I get it going before? This has to go this way and this way. How do you get 4 pulses through towards the cat without getting 2 to the skull? That's the entire level, Abdul. That is exactly the puzzle I'm trying to solve. And not saying a way to do it. Obviously you can, but... yeah, so this one will only send it through if it receives a single pulse. If it receives 2 or 3 at once, it will close, and it won't send it up there. So the only way that we can hit this 4 times is if every time we hit this one, we're hitting it twice. And because of the position of this one, so this one, you hit it once and it holds it. See how it's just lit up? It won't actually pass it along until it gets hit a second time. And the only way that we can hit it a second time is from here. Or there. Or something. But then we're just going around here and we can't get back out to here. That's actually the part I'm stuck on, is in order to get here, I've got to do this. And then how the frick-frack paddywhack am I supposed to get the pulse back here? I can't. Like, I literally can't do it. So what am I missing? Because this has to go this way, or we get nothing. Ever. Like, the only way through here is to come in here, because we can't send it this way, because this is going the other direction. But we can't send a pulse through here unless we hit it twice, and we can't hit it twice unless we send it this way? I actually legitimately don't understand how this is solvable. Hey, imaginary exponent. Can you use a right 4 as a clock? No, because I can't get it there. I cannot get it over here without sending 2 pulses through here. Or I can do like this, but that still leaves us with the problem that this is going the wrong way. Like, this has to go this way. It has to. I do not see any other way. It has to go that way. Or this has to go this way. Which... maybe that could work. What happens if I do that? Then we need to figure out how we're going to hit this twice. Are you allowed to make suggestions if you don't know the answer? Yeah, if you haven't played it before. Grant says, I think I have an idea, but you've no idea if it will help. I mean, give it a go. Give it a go. So if you're just joining and you're not sure what all of this does, let me walk you through it. When we start here, and it sends a pulse along this in the direction of the arrow to this square here. We then get to decide the configuration of how all of these are connected. These ones down here. But we cannot change anything up here. So as soon as we send a pulse to this point here, it will split in 2. And one will go up to wake the kitty, and one will go through here to this breaker at this point. If there is only one pulse on this square at a time, it will send one up to the bomb. If we send 2 up to the bomb goes off. Which means that we need to come up with a pattern that only ever triggers this with 2 or more beyond the first one. Like the first one is going to be, because we have to connect this way, the first one is going to go up here. There's nothing we can do to stop that. But we need to figure out the timing so that subsequent pulses, there are 2 or more meeting here at the same time. Yeah, circly, exactly. But we need to get the timing right. See? So how do we do that so that the second and beyond has one coming here as well? Already done your idea, go clockwise around the double hit ball, but maybe bring the pulse back into it from the earlier spot. Yeah, we've got a connection point here that I haven't decided which way we need it to go. Getting a pulse going every second beat might work. So you mean go that way? We don't even have time. We do not even have time. Oh, yeah, that doesn't work. I don't have an opportunity to establish the pattern before the bomb goes off. What if you don't go left from the first available cell but from the second? I don't understand what you mean. If you mean go left from here instead of here, we can't. Because this, so, okay, let me walk you through it. This one here doesn't do anything if you only hit it once. You have to have a loop to hit it a second time before it does anything at all. So if we don't split this here, we go nowhere. We do not go anywhere at all. This is non-negotiable. And because this is non-negotiable, this is also non-negotiable, which means we've already sent 1 pulse towards the bomb, just starting off. Can you not use the bottom right 2 nodes? I have been using the bottom right 2 nodes. I mean, I've stripped us right back to the beginning now, but we were using those. I don't quite understand what you mean by that. And because we have to pass the pulse up here, this is also non-negotiable. Hey, Pteric. Try it without them. I don't understand. We can't get 2 pulses here. But also, I already can't get 2 pulses there. That's right. That's what we were doing, wasn't it? Is we were trying this. Oh, you mean do this? I mean, yes, we can. Hang on, 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. Yeah, okay. No, that'll blow up. I don't know how to do it. I do not know how to do it. Can we do a different level? No, we can't. We can go to hard level, which will probably be easier than that. Alright, so what are we doing with this one? One last idea. Do I want the answer? I kind of don't. I just... Giving me the answer doesn't feel like an accomplishment. But also, what am I not understanding? Down through the center one and back up, I don't understand what that means. Sorry. I don't understand what that means. Oh, that's interesting. I don't think I've tried connecting this the other direction. So we were doing this, and then we were doing... No, we weren't. We're doing that. No, we weren't. I can't even remember how I was doing it now. Because this has to go this way. Yeah, you can have one press of the bomb button. How was I doing this? Now I've lost... Now I can't figure that out. Because this needs to go this way. So how was I doing that? I don't even know how I was doing it. I don't even know how I did it before. I have no idea. Yes, Liara, I know. I can't get the timing right. Oh, I went backwards that way, right? That's how I did that. And I think Tarek is suggesting that I can make use of that. What happens if we do that? You want it down from that... I don't understand that direction. I don't understand what you mean by center. I'm struggling to figure out what you're talking about. Down through the center one and back up. Oh, this one. Didn't we do that? Because we can do any number of things on that. But it's getting this timing so that we only send a single pulse through, and I can't do that. Okay, so the problem I'm having is that in order to send 2 pulses to this, we either need it to connect here or we need it to connect here. And every time I do, we don't even get 1 round because it's already blowing it up. Because if I do this, it blows it up immediately. If I do this, blows it up immediately. We don't even get time to establish any kind of pattern before we can do that. What if we do them both? It goes off even faster. Sounds exactly like you. Try with only 2. Yeah, I still can't establish these links here. These here. These are my problem. We clearly need to send a second pulse with this one. But it doesn't work. It does not work. I don't know how to do it. That doesn't... No, I can't do that because then we can't ever get the pulse through here. Huh. That worked once. Why? No. Why? Why is there a second one coming from here? Oh. This isn't right. Hang on. Why isn't this looping? I got it! Ooh, I got it! Also, what the hell, Tux? Dude, what the hell? Killed the cat. We killed the cat, chat. Grantway said, if you can split the pulse in the double hit node towards the discs, they might hit that special spot at the same time. Good catch. Good catch. Abdul was yelling at the screen so much. Change the direction of the loop over the right to go the other way. Hey, Snowy Mist, how you doing? Was a different solution to your salsa? Oh, wow. Okay, so you can find multiple different ways to solve it. That's cool. Tarek's like, huzzah! Took long enough. Oh, my God. Your idea would not have worked, Grant. Why? You sent me yours on Discord. Okay. So Salsa's solution was the same here and here. This was the same. This was the same. But you went this way here. I went that way there and it didn't work. Okay. Interesting. So this connection has to be there, but it doesn't matter which way around it goes. Well, there you go. Oh, you've been playing Star Sand Island. Nice. I wanted to like Star Sand Island. I played the demo. I just found the NPCs were all very two-dimensionals and the gameplay loop seemed repetitive, but it was the demo. It was like a year ago. I don't know what it's like now that it's fully released. Interesting that it loops in two ways like that. Graph theory's baddie. I'm glad we did solve it, but gosh, this was so frustrating. It's not even flagged as a hard level. It's harder than the hard levels. It hurts to be judged for our differences. Why must we suffer others' lack of imagination? We still decided to not let it poison our imagination. You only just started it in the early access, and yeah, the NPCs are a bit like that, but you like the coziness of it. That's fair. That's fair. Angel Mart, 2 pulses to the bomb at exactly the same time. No, but 2 pulses. We needed 2 pulses to this. Here. That was the entire goal of the level. If I missed you saying that, my apologies, but that's what we were working towards the whole time. We needed 2 pulses to hit this particular square at the same time. Two pulses to the bomb would not cancel it out. 2 pulses to the bomb explodes the bomb. 2 pulses to this junction, specifically this one here. Because this one will only send a pulse through to the bomb if it receives 1 pulse and only 1 pulse. So we needed 2 hitting here simultaneously, which would close this and not send it up to the bomb. Does that make sense? Locked in at the end and it paid off. Yeah, I kind of got a bit... I was ignoring chat for a bit at the end when it started to look like... I don't know why I got it in my head that I needed 1 of these and only 1 of these, but yeah. I'm waiting to hear if that explained, like, answered Angel Mart's question before we move on. Also, Tux has decided he wants to be closer to me, which puts him out of the range of the camera. I was using terminology you didn't understand. I think, okay, if you were telling me you wanted to see 2 pulses hit this at the same time, then you were telling me what to do with the level that I already knew. Because that was, like, the fact that we needed to hit 2 here simultaneously was obvious. That was the only way we were going to pass the level. So that may be also why I didn't respond, because yes, obviously, that's literally the whole goal here. Which probably actually sounded really condescending, probably, but that's not what I meant. Just that, like, yes, that is what we're trying to do. What are you doing, Tux? Saying the same thing with different words, yeah. Sounds like it. You said it before, I realised that. Okay, good job you. You're starting to irritate me now. Well done. Literally the only way to solve this level was to do that. Why are we having this discussion? Does it matter who thought of it first? I'm really getting perplexed. Do you need kudos? Good job, Angel Mart. Well done. What is going on here? Liara reserves the right to be dumb and try to help without being helpful because you've got no idea what's going on. That's fair. It's a joke. Yes, I know. Sorry, I don't mean to be cranky. I'm just confused as to why we've got this insistence over this. I'm moving on. I'm moving on now. Okay. Paradoxes. Hey, Kivik. Why have you turned up and Mum is yelling? Did it sound like I was yelling? I wasn't trying to yell. I'm just honestly very confused why we're having almost an argument over who said what first.
Let me in, please.
I'm very confused about that. Although it may be a case of blame it on the stream lag, possibly. But yeah. Anyway, Sal, hello! I'm trying to solve logic puzzles. Chat's trying to help me. We're having miscommunication issues. How are you? How did the rest of your Going Medieval stream go? Is my ass still alive? Stream went well. My ass lives. Nice. 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 Welcome on in, Raiders. Good timing. Good timing. We just solved an extremely difficult puzzle. And then I got stuck in a confusion loop that made me sound like I was angry. So my apologies to anybody who thought I was angry. I was just confused. Very confused. Hey, Bernie. You had Asperger's. Welcome on in. We are playing a game right now. It's a logic puzzle game. We have to wake up the kitty with logic and music. See, Salsa, too many German words and look what happens. Hi, Bernie. Do you ever find, Sal, and feel free to ignore me, do you ever find that, like, things accidentally step on your sensitivities and triggers and you don't necessarily handle it well? Because that's where I'm at tonight. You are saying Sophia's ass is fine. Danger comment, rouse at you, it's not proper for the stream. It's fine. That's fine. It's like once a week for you, Liara. Sal says, yes, I call that being bernied. That's fair. That's fair. So yeah, welcome in, everyone. Thank you very much for the raid, Sal. I hope you're enjoying Going Medieval with, like, 9,000 chat named rats ronding around your map, cluttering it up. But then chat wandering around cluttering it up is pretty much the subtitle to your stream channel. What are you talking about, Liara? 139 join messages. There's no 139 join messages. There's one message that says Salphacell raided you. Oh, your IRC client thing. Ah, that sounds like a Linux problem. You're enjoying the presence of chat in your cellars. Oh, did you get everybody inside? For winter. $139 sales, the horror. So the goal of this game is to wake the cat with music pulses. Most people are inside, there's a few that refuse. Ah, well, they get what's coming from them. Yeah, so we wake the kitty with music pulses. We've just found a new one. Generator activates every beat unless any pulse arrive. But no pulses arrive there, which means it's going to go every beat. Okay. Means we're just doing this. There we go. Woke the kitty with logic. The kitty is a philosopher. I don't know why. I don't necessarily agree with everything the kitty cat is saying. And I have come to the conclusion that this entire game is the dev going, I'm lonely. Someone message me. So chat, go message the dev. No, that's not very fair. That sounds negative. I don't mean it negatively. But it does sound very much like a discussion of... There's a definite discussion around the way one approaches life, the way one interprets challenges. It's interesting. Sal's getting stream stacks. I approve. Yum, yum, yummies. You get a great reward to pet the kitty. You do. Discussion about the benefits of therapy. What exactly are the headphones meant to be doing on the kitty? I am assuming that, like, the kitty is listening to music while it sleeps. And that's why we have to wake it up by sending a pulse through underneath it. Success gives us something to lose. True confidence is failing enough to know we'll still be okay in the end. Yeah, see, I don't agree with a lot of what's being said here, but that's okay. The headphones aren't on the ears. You're right, they're not. They're not on his ears. I didn't even notice. Do not apply logic to the game. The whole game is logic. The whole game is logic. I send DM to DC. It's a logic game, how can you not? Yeah, I didn't notice it until Kev pointed it out. Can't be asked to be logical and illogical. That's more chaos than even you can handle. Get to pet the kitty, does anything else matter? I mean, we're having fun with logic. Oh, okay. Ah. Sounds like a, you know those wind-up music box cylinder things? Tux heard your name, probably thinks a zoo is a type of treat now. Well, no, it's more like it's 15 minutes to dinner. It's 15 minutes to dinner time, chat. We're nowhere near finishing this game.
Have some candy.
Ballerina jewelry box, yes. Treats for Tux. Let's go ahead and do treats for Tux, or otherwise it's going to be too close to his dinner. Hang on a sec. need to zoom out a bit. I'm currently holding on to the cat so that he won't preemptively go and get his treats. It's proving to be a bit of a struggle. How are you, Caradwin? Happy Friday! Thank you very much for the treats, Salsa. I think you can probably hear me typing too. My keyboard's very loud. Oh, and he's done. He's done! No more stabbing. Oh, yeah, it's probably turn break, is it? Alright, let's see what the cat has to say. Sometimes care means changing nothing, when barely keeping our heads above water floating is enough. I actually wish we could get through these levels without this, because I'm starting to find this a little bit much, to be honest. It's the same thing over and over again at this point? Or am I missing? It feels like it's the same thing over and over again. Yeah, I was muted. I was typing. Hey, Manaway, good morning. Does the game have a language option? Perhaps changing it from English to cat will change the dialogue. I don't know, does it? Settings, language. We can change it to German, English, French, Chinese, Brazilian Portuguese, Russian, or... No, that's Chinese. That must be Japanese. Or the other way around? One of them's Chinese and one of them's Japanese. I used to be able to actually read that, and now I can't. You needed the affirmations the day you played? They don't feel like affirmations though, Salsa. To me. Like at the beginning, they felt like affirmations. I think the repetitiveness, the fact that they're addressing the same things, is starting to feel less like affirmations and more like making excuses for oneself. That's the progression I'm getting, is that we're going from affirmations to making excuses. I don't know what the point is. It would be different if they were like building on something, if they were like going step by step through an approach to life, but they're effectively saying the exact same thing every single level. Bottom language might be Korean. The Korean use kanji characters? Because those are kanji characters. I think that's Japanese, though. And you may be right, but I would find it very strange if Korean was on the language list and Japanese or Chinese wasn't. If that makes sense. Like in terms of the number of people in the world that speak those languages. Chinese is actually the most spoken language in the world. So Chinese has to be on the list. And I'm pretty sure this one is Japanese. But I could absolutely be wrong. All right, so what have we got? Wow, this one's a confusing mess. Mandarin is the language. Yes. Is that... Well, okay, I called it Chinese, but yes. Japanese and simplified Chinese. No, Kevek, that's not accurate. When they talk about the number of people who speak a language, they're not just talking about the people in China. There are Mandarin speakers, and Manoa is quite right to correct me on, I can't just call it Chinese. There are a number of Mandarin speakers all over the world in the same way that there are a number of English speakers all over the world. It's not just about population. I'm pretty sure that when they say the number of people who speak a language, they're talking about not just first language. I'm pretty sure. I could be wrong. I could absolutely be wrong about that. What's going on here? Oh, this is receiving a pulse from here, and so it's not sending it on to there. Okay. Government is pushing very hard to... That's a level of politics I'm not going to entertain on stream. Let's put a stop to that, thank you. All right. What doesn't kill us sometimes keeps us stuck. That's an interesting observation. It's okay to respect our limits. I like this one. I like that one. That's a good one. But some of the other ones were feeling very samey. All right. I'm going to go on dinner break because apparently my brain has gotten stuck in defensive cranky mode and I need to switch that off. So we are preemptively going to go to dinner break and then we'll see whether Periapsis and Draven are around to jump into Enshrouded. And if they're not, we'll do a few more levels of this until they're ready to join us. So if you've come over with Sal and you're going to hang around, I appreciate that. But if you are going, meh, not going to hang around for a break time, that's fair enough as well. So let me go over here. Also, Tux has not shut up, even though Salsa gave him extra treats. So it's time for me to go and give him some foodings. Breakfast after walk. Breakfast after walk sounds like an excellent plan. Okay, so, yes, I'm gonna go run away and feed the cat and take a break to get my head on straight. And then either hop into Enshrouded with Periapsis and Draven if they're around, or we'll play a few more levels until they're ready to join us, which I literally just said 3 minutes ago and now I'm repeating myself. If you would like to take a break as well, step away from the computer, that is an excellent plan. Please do that. But if you don't want to take a break, then you can hang out here and play Words on Stream with us if you like. Or you can watch other people play Words on Stream, whatever floats your boat. I'll be back in 5 minutes or so. I will see you then. I'm back. Also, I just realised that I raided into my own channel this how. Alrighty. Let me turn this words on stream off. I missed what level we got to before we went back to the beginning. So, I don't know who was playing beforehand. But we've got Carrotwood, Napsa, Firefly Bug, Galactic and Madame Salsa on this one. It doesn't look like we've got a Draven or a Periapsis, so we'll come back to Cadence until they have arrived. Hey, Napsa! Made it to level 13, did you? Ah, very nice. Alright, let me scroll back to break. I took a bit longer because I wanted to send a message to Angel Mart on Discord because I was a bit of a bitch. And then I realised that sending her a message on Discord after I was a bit of a bitch live on stream in front of everyone was a bit of a cop-out. So I'm going to say here, my apologies. I was a bitch and I'm sorry. So I think it should be, if the offence is in public, the apology should be in public as well. What? Thank you very much for the delurkification for the sake of playing a words on stream game. Love it. Naps are arrived or delurked in time for words on stream as well. Jerry was locked. Don't like. Yeah, the hidden letter. I think the hidden letter needs to be revealed a bit earlier than it is, actually. I think that's my issue with the hidden letter, is that well, not so much the hidden letter. Yeah, no, the hidden letter, not the fake letter. The fake letter's easy to figure out. The hidden letter needs to be revealed sooner, I think. But good morning, Nafsa. Well, how mature? I try. I don't always succeed. Nerd. Love you too, Galactic. Tux has had his dinner and has decided to sit in his little spot. For now. Anyway. For now. Don't know how long that'll last. Alright, let's see if we can solve a few more of these. I do really like logic puzzles, but sometimes I am a bit too linear. My brain works a bit too linearly for them. Which sounds ridiculous because logic should be kind of linear, but yeah. Anyway. So these are going to go every beat. Unless they receive a pulse. That one's not going because it's receiving a pulse from here. Right. Oh, this isn't repeating. Why isn't this repeating? Because this isn't repeating. There we go. Pet the kitty. I love the way it stretches its face up to meet you. Kindness can seem cruel, but we usually do better with the truth. Eventually. Okay. We've got a switch that activates a different output each time and a gate which closes for a number of beats after being activated. Interesting. Okay, but I don't understand what it means about this going in a different direction each time. It doesn't seem to be going in any direction. Oh, because I haven't drawn the lines in. Duh. Duh. Wow. Sulfire, your brain is just non-functional. All right, so we can split it in two directions there. Yeah, okay, so it turns around. All right. Yeah, numpty indeed. So we can't repeat this. Which is a problem. So we've got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. 8 or 9, 8 beats, I think, before we need this signal coming through to here. Which will prevent that signal from going off, which will set that one off, which will provide, oh my God. Okay. Closes for a number of beats after being activated, activates a different output each time. Which means we need this to be 1 and this to be 2. This will go 1, 2, 3, 4, 2, 2, 3, 4. So that's the 8th one. Hey, Oak Tree, good morning. But then, so we need to hit this from 2 directions at once, which means we need to get this timing correct. And then we need to hit this from 2 directions at once, which means we need to get all of this timing correct and all of this timing correct. This one we have to hit from 2 directions at once. And this needs a second pulse, and this needs to be hit from 2 directions at once. I don't understand how that came through. How do we get this to go a second time when we can't repeat this? It's early there, you're drinking coffee, and Floofcat has treats and balcony access to look at the rain. Well, Oak Tree, that's just rude. Turn the rain off. Cat doesn't want to look at the rain. It wants to bask in the sun. Turn the rain off. Such an inconsiderate cat owner. My goodness. I'm saying that because oh, hang on, it worked. We passed it. Oh, God, I don't even know how we did that. I have no idea how we did that. I read, there was a meme type thing talking about how person was saying that they thought their cats had an unrealistic expectation for their powers and how they'll sit on the balcony looking at the rain and then looking back at her like, please turn off the sky tap. And she's like, I don't control the rain. Come on now, I don't control the rain. And then she walks into the shower cubicle and turns on the rain. Which, to a cat, yeah. Cody Hunden, hello. Welcome on in. How you doing? Happy Friday. All right. What's the kitty cat have to say? The grass is greener where we water it. But sometimes we blame ourselves when nothing grows in barren soil. Alright, kitty cat's down here. We've got a bomb over here. Fluff Cat is often disappointed with your loose control of the outside thermostat. The cat wants the rain, do they? Okay. These are getting extremely complicated. Oh, in the game, the cat wants the rain. I feel like we're getting into a level of complexity that I need to have better understanding of construct of beats and music than I do. So we can't allow 2 pulses through here. And we're starting here. Leaving the phone at home for your walk sounds like an excellent plan, Manaway. Draven, hello, good morning. Are you going to save me from myself? Are you here to save me from myself and say it's time for Enshrouded? Stop doing logic puzzles that are doing your head in? I hope you're doing well. Okay, so we have to hit this from here and from here at the same time. In order to get this to send a pulse, we have to trigger this loop. Which means we need to send a signal down to the bomb once. In order to send a signal down to the bomb, we have to send a signal here once. Or here once. So we don't need to send a signal here necessarily if we send it here instead. We do need to send a pulse here. Okay. It's time for Scruff Shrouded with Scruffin and Scruffleapolis. No, Enshrouded with Draven and Periapsis, because not everything is a Scruffle. Not everything is a Scruffle. I've done that the wrong way around. Okay. You got no clue what's going on? I'm playing a game until we're ready to jump into Enshrouded is what's going on. This is a logic puzzle, and we're on a very complicated level that I'm not entirely sure how to solve. I need to send a pulse down here, which I do from here. And this won't send a pulse. But why is this trying to send a pulse? Oh, it's not. Okay, so this won't send a pulse that way until we shut this up. We have to shut this up first. Which means we need this and we need this. Does that do what I want it to? Why did that... Why did that get two at once? Why is this going twice? I don't understand why this is going off twice. Oh, because this triggers this. So then why did that not work? So we need to trigger that, and then in the next beat, trigger that, I think. No. I don't know. I'm happy to move on to Enshrouded now. I don't even understand this level, so I think we've hit my level of incompetence. Right there. Section 4, level 6. Solfea's level of incompetence. I don't even understand it. I couldn't even begin to solve it. I don't understand it at all. So there you go. Alright, let me get Enshrouded up and running. Draven Periapsis can join us whenever they are ready. Solfea's level of sleepy. It's not a sleepy, it's just a... Yeah, I don't understand it. I just don't understand it. I don't understand how it works. I don't understand why we were getting two beats all at once to the bomb. And because I don't understand why it was happening, I also don't understand how to stop it. So, you know, there's that.